With tears streaming down his face, To went to his room. There, he looked at himself in the mirror, crying. But on the other hand, To strengthened himself to stay strong. And he believed that he would definitely be able to make Jimmy truly like him. On campus, Jimmy looked at the photo of himself with To. He remembered what had happened the day before. But when he saw Fa, those thoughts vanished. And he called out to Fa. As usual, Fa didn't notice Jimmy at all. Instead, he waved his hand while calling out Tae's name. Tae, remembering his promise to Jimmy, then started asking Fa to talk privately. Fa asked about their date that night. He had already booked movie tickets. But for the drinks, Tae was supposed to order them. Fa was very enthusiastic about their date that night. Tae glanced toward Jimmy, who was showing the photo of himself with To. With a heavy heart, Tae said that he couldn't go because he had to study. Fa asked what about another day. Tae said that he would pay for the tickets and the drinks. And he could choose the day. Tae reasoned that he didn't know when he would be free. Maybe after the exams. The professor hadn't announced the date yet. Tae then suggested that Fa invite someone else instead. Without saying much, Tae immediately left. Seeing this, Jimmy tried to take the opportunity. He called Fa and told him that he had accidentally gotten an extra movie ticket. Everyone was talking about the movie that was currently showing. He asked if Fa wanted to go with him. Fa said that he really wanted to watch that movie too. But it would be better if Jimmy invited someone else. Jimmy asked why Fa didn't want to go with him. Fa explained that he already had someone who fit his criteria. Besides, Jimmy was an amazing person. With his qualities, Jimmy would surely find a date soon. Hearing Fa's rejection, Jimmy was annoyed because Fa only wanted Tae. Suddenly, Jimmy received a call saying that Sensei, his beloved cat, had been hit by a car. Jimmy was shocked and immediately went to the veterinary clinic. To, who was called by Jimmy, asked what had happened. Jimmy replied that his beloved cat had been hit. And he didn't know how Sensei was doing, because the veterinarian was still examining him. While holding To's hand, Jimmy asked what To would do if Sensei didn't make it. Jimmy also apologized to To, because he was so shocked that he didn't know who else to call. So he contacted To. To tried to calm Jimmy down. That night at Jimmy's house, To continued comforting him. Jimmy didn't need to worry, because the veterinarian had already said that Sensei would be fine. Sensei was only shocked, and he was in good hands. Jimmy then told To that usually he and Sensei always slept cuddled together. It was just him and Sensei. Seeing Jimmy still worried, To once again reassured him that Sensei would be fine. When Sensei was ready to go home, To would go with Jimmy to pick him up. Jimmy held To's hand and said thank you. He would definitely be a mess if To wasn't by his side. To simply said that if Jimmy needed anything, he could let him know, because the two of them were not strangers. Jimmy smiled upon hearing that. Then To was seen busy cooking. Jimmy came up to To and said that the food he was making smelled very good. To asked whether he meant the food or himself. Jimmy hugged To, saying that both the chef and the dish were equally good. Jimmy kept teasing To. And to Jimmy, To was indeed fun to tease. Jimmy once again thanked To for being with him. As To was about to serve the food, a call came in. Tae was calling To. And while he answered the call, To asked Jimmy to serve the food onto the plates. That's all for this part. See you in the next part. Thank you for watching. Until then, have a nice day.